Hey everybody, welcome back to my garden, and I wanted to show you an update with what's going on here in the grow tent. It's been some time since I showed you an update, so I figured it's about time you guys see what's going on. As you see, let's start with this tomato plant. It's looking beautiful. Look at how big it's gotten. I believe it's been about maybe 2 to 3 weeks approximately since I've last updated you on this plant, and it's grown quite a bit. I should say this thing is approximately 2 feet tall now, and it's getting pretty high up here to the grow tent, but as you see, it still has quite a bit of space to grow, so that's fantastic. I don't have to do any type of cutting or trimming of this plant to get it any lower. And if I zoom you in a little bit closer, you can see some flowers beginning to form. Got some over here, look at that. There's some more over here, and I would have had some more on this side, but a couple of them fell off, unfortunately. That's due to the fact that it was a little bit hot in here, and I was a little bit rough also moving some things around in here because I was setting up a new ventilation system. You see right up top right here. This thing is fantastic, guys. Absolutely wonderful system. This is not like a promotion or anything for it. I just really am happy with my purchase. This is an AC Infinity. We'll probably do a whole video on this in itself, but I really like the fact that it actually comes with this thermal probe. Let me see if I can bring that a little closer. And it actually does a really good job of reading the temperature in the grow tent, so I keep it approximately here somewhere in the middle. I move it around up and down, this way I get a nice level of difference, so I know what the difference is from down here on the floor, up top, or all the way on top of the canopy, in the middle. Great way to see what's going on. And it actually comes with this, let's see if I can grab it up from up top here, this digital monitor. Great system. Now this thing, you're able to control the fan settings, and it does a really good job of pulling all the hot air out of this thing. Like I said, we'll do a video on that later if you guys are interested in seeing some in-depth details. But here you can see the fan is moving and blowing out all the hot air through basically a little ventilation ducting right there, which is leading out to the window right behind it. So very close and simple way to do it. After I did this, I've noticed a great difference in growth from these plants. Things have started to bounce back and grow way better. Even the cucumber plant started bouncing back a little bit and doing a little bit better. And you can see, I think that might be the first cucumber that's actually beginning to do well. Most of them have, as you see, turned yellow and died, unfortunately. I've yet to have a cucumber off of this plant. I may do probably give this thing maybe some nutrients or something. Hopefully give it a little bit of a boost. But for now, I'm hoping at least get a couple cucumbers off the harvest. That'd be fantastic. Being that temperatures were a little bit too high, the cucumber plant was not really liking that too much. So I think now that things have cooled down, this fan's been running only for a couple of days now. I just installed it, I think probably like over the weekend. I think it was on Saturday or Friday night. So really happy with the results so far. The pepper plant, look at this thing, guys. I've yet to make a proper video on this pepper plant. I should have done a little bit better with recording it, but for now, at least you can see what's going on. We have some beautiful flowers beginning to form right here in the center, and it's doing really well. You can see it also has gotten a little bit big. The leaves are getting nice and large, and I'm debating if I should cut back this plant a little bit, maybe make 2 stems, like 2 main branches grow instead of the 1. We'll see. But in the meantime, what I'm gonna do definitely with the pepper plant here, as well as the tomato plant, that's in a gallon-sized container. This is a quart-sized container. Great for when the plants are small, but when they get to this stage, when they're flowering, you definitely want to increase the size of the container. I actually just got in the mail yesterday these 5-gallon containers with a 6-inch neck cup opening, and I really like the fact that it actually comes with the level pipe right here. You're able to see how much nutrients are left, and as it goes down, basically down to the bottom, you'll be able to know when it's time to replace the thing without bothering the roots too much. And it goes in quite deep, and it also has basically an air stone here at the bottom through a little line that's going to connect to an aquarium pump that has 4 lines in it. So I'm able to connect up to 4 of these 5-gallon containers, but I'm only going to use, I think, like 2 or 3 at the moment, and we'll increase with time if this tomato plant bounces back. This is the, I believe, the black vernissage right here, and this is the green vernissage. Not doing too hot, unfortunately, but we'll see. Hopefully it bounces back and this thing takes off. The flowers that I've been growing on that unfortunately are completely dead now. And let's see what the root system actually looks like. Overall, not too bad. Not the whitest, but at least it's not black and mold or anything like that. You can see the nutrients are nice and clear. No signs of algae growth. Fantastic. The strawberry plant over here is bouncing back. This is the only one that I have left, guys. So I'm trying my best to keep it alive. You could see it has some new growth right here in the center, but still has some nutrient deficiencies happening. I'm probably going to tone back how much nutrients I'm giving this thing. You could see the roots, they were all black before. It looked like ridiculous. So I gave it a good rinse. You could see now there's some mold that I couldn't wash off, but it definitely has a lot of new root growth. Let's see inside the jar here. It's hard to see on camera, but I do see a little bit of algae there at the bottom. So I'm debating if I should put this this strawberry plant in a container or not, the 5-gallon container. You can see that's like a 1 gallon. When I bring you out, you can see how big it is, and the 5-gallon, it's pretty massive. So I'm assuming I'm probably going to be able to put approximately 3.5 gallons of water in here with some nutrients. So we'll see how that does. The tomato plant that I planted over here, this was one of the dwarf tomato plants. I think it gets like maybe 8 inches or 10 inches tall. It's starting to kick off. It finally has its first true leaf. I was waiting for these buckets to come in so I could put it into the system. I'm definitely going to put this into one. Let's see what the roots at the bottom look like. Not too bad. You can see it's beginning to wrap around the cup a little bit here, and it's coming out both ends. And we started this thing on the 3rd of June. Today's the 18th, so approximately close to 3 weeks coming. And I'm really happy with the overall growth of the plant so far, except the cucumber plant. I really could use some loving, or if you guys have any tips, please let me know down below, guys. I'd greatly appreciate it. The pea plant, you could see the root system has taken off also. Both ends, it has much more roots. I just watered this thing early in the morning, so it has a nice amount of moisture in here. No sign of a sprout on top coming out yet, but it's definitely doing something. You could see there wouldn't be all these roots growing if it wasn't. So just keep watering this thing as you do. Pretend like it's coming out. This is the Tom's Thumb tomato, the pea plant, also planted on the 3rd of June. So same time frame. You can see pretty different amount of growth. I'm trying a little experiment with this, that solar powered air pump, keeping it under these lights. Let's see if that's strong enough to power this thing. We'll see. It's been charging for approximately a day now. I'm going to test it after this video, see if it works. If it does, I'm probably going to implement it into this grow tent here somewhere. The basil, this is really excited what's going on with this, guys. Look at the amount of flowers that have formed over here. I'm gonna have so many seeds, way more seeds than I could use. If anybody's interested in some basil seeds, let me know down below. You can see it's doing well. Now the new growth, you can see these beautiful yellow, these beautiful white flowers growing. They smell really nice also when you come up close, and when the plant shakes, it smells really nice like basil. You could see some of the flowers here have dried up and begun to turn brown and die. That's a good sign. That means the seeds are beginning to grow. And when I lift it up, let me see if I could show you guys here. I'm not sure if that could focus, if you guys see that or not, but you can see little black seeds there at the bottom. I'll show you a video of how I harvest the seeds when this plant is nice and ready. But for now, I'm gonna let it keep growing. The mint is also doing really well. I'm happy with the mint plant. That's all just off of cuttings. I believe that was just like 2 little pieces of cuttings. So that's growing well, taking over that pot slowly. And overall, I'm pretty happy with the growth inside this tent. I think once I add these 5-gallon buckets, in the container and turn it into like some deep water culture, give the root system some air, I think it's gonna do really well. That's just my dog, excuse him guys. So that's pretty much everything I got for you tonight. If you liked the episode, as always, don't forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe. We're gonna be back soon for more. As always, thanks for watching.